Good morning mga kapuso! Welcome to a very special edition of Food to Go. Ug syempre, kauban gihapon nato this morning si Chef Brian.
Good morning po sa inyong tanan.
Ug syempre, Chef Brian,
Yes.
napunta tayo special guest karong buntaga.
Special kaya itong episode karon kay ni biyahe miglayo kaayo at
All the way
tagong
Tagum.
para lang to be with us ang atong chef guest karong adlaw.
She's a graduate of the very prestigious Culinary Institute of America.
Which is in New York City, USA. Ay nako karing pangarap na ko maskwela nga to di lang gyud kaya sa akong powers.
Hindi pa kaya. Siguro eventually, diba?
Eventually,
Taas pa
mo
kaya
na
ang
akong
time.
cross akong fingers maybe in the future maski short courses lang. So,
Let's introduce her.
a native of
Tagum.
Tagum.
Tagum City. Our chef pala. Chef Adi Uy. Good morning, Chef Adi. Welcome
Good
to
morning.
show.
Good morning.
Ay, good morning, Adi, Chef Adi. And so, unsa atong recipe for today?
So, ang atong recipe for today is penne with ham and mushrooms in creamy Parmesan sauce. And we're gonna teach you how to make yung toasted, roasted garlic bread.
Okay, murag lami. Excited ko karon
excited.
kanin kay at least natay something new na pud na matunan. So, what are we gonna do first? No?
Okay. So, first, we're gonna make pa yung roasted garlic for our toasted bread. And then, we already have our water boiling na.
For our pasta later.
Yes.
So, where do we start?
So, cut the heads of the garlic. Be
Okay.
careful with the knife, ha?
Okay, basig masamad
Baka
mo.
masamad, so use a very sharp knife. So, the reason nga na to mag-roast o garlic kay para magawas ang sugars niya.
Yes,
Okay?
caramelization ang tawag sa culinary world,
Yes, sa
no?
culinary world, caramelization.
Ah.
So, naatay aluminum foil, ibalot na to siya, and then you put salt,
Okay.
and then we have freshly ground black pepper.
Black pepper.
Okay?
And then,
Tapos, you put olive oil. If you don't have olive oil, you can just use
Yes.
regular oil.
regular
Okay?
oil, vegetable oil, corn oil, canola oil. If you're healthy, canola.
Padlong na oil. Okay, so
Okay.
you just wrap this one. Doesn't matter how you wrap it.
Dili kinahanglan gwapa, no?
We're just gonna wrap it with aluminum foil to prevent it from burning.
Burning.
So you put it in a baking pan and roast it in the oven, a 350-degree oven.
Okay. So, next.
Next, so now we're gonna prepare yung ingredients ng pasta natin.
Sugod na ta sa pasta.
Sugod na ta sa pasta. So, meron tayong tomatoes, mushrooms, and ham na kailangan na to i-cut. Okay, so we're gonna start. I'm gonna dice the mushrooms. It's actually canned mushrooms. And then, ikaw, chef, mag-dice ani atong
Mag-dice
tomatoes?
atong tomatoes. How big do you want the dice, chef?
A quarter inch lang siguro. So, kani siya, very easy to make. Masking dili ka hawad mo luto, siguro pwede nimo siya mahimo. If you want na mas dali para sa imo ang mushrooms, na may baligya na kanang naka-pieces and stems na siya. So, next ang ham.
Okay.
So, you only need about 1.5 cups. So, probably a quarter lang.
Quarter lang, no? Okay.
So, ngayon, i-chop na natin yung fresh sage natin. So, now we have our, okay na yan siya.
Okay,
So,
our water boiling.
our water boiling na. When you cook pasta, a lot of people kasi what they do, they add
Oil, which is
oo.
not,
which is
ano,
not good.
necessary,
Not
diba?
necessary at all. You only need a lot of salt.
Salt for flavor.
You get a handful of salt. So you just stir it and then leave it for a while. So while we are waiting for our pasta to cook, so we can make our sauce na.
Yeah. Okay.
So we heat our pan. Then lagay natin yung olive oil natin. Okay. So, i-add na to ang atong ham. Of course,
Nahon
ang
ang
ham.
ham.
So now na to ang ham. So you just cook it until it's heated through. It doesn't have to be yung talagang brown and all that. It doesn't have to be. Okay? So after that, you add our mushrooms. Okay, kahit ano, in any sequence. Actually, if you're making this the day before, pwede mo ihalo to yung
And tomatoes the next day na,
and
no?
everything. Oo. Pwede mo to siya ihalo, ganito. Okay? So ihalo mo lahat, and then you can store it in the fridge, and then the next morning you have pasta. Okay? Ilagay mo siya lahat dito.
Wow.
Wow,
looks
pwede siya
nice.
tanawon. Oo,
Wow,
nice
looks nice
good.
already.
And then you can just season it with the salt. Okay, so when it's heated through, you can add your heavy cream. Okay, this is 4 cups of heavy cream.
4 cups.
Wow.
So if you love pasta carbonara or pasta alfredo, you love this. Oo. So ngayon, nag-simmer na siya kaunti, i-add natin yung cheese.
Okay.
So that's half a cup of Parmesan cheese. We let it simmer for a while, and then let's check our pasta. Okay, so it's up to the 12 minutes naman. So,
You strain it, no?
we'll strain it.
$15 is up, so ready
Sir,
na itong garlic,
garlic.
no? So I'll just get it for you.
Yes, okay. So while Chef Brian is getting the garlic, I'm gonna add the fresh chopped sage sa ating sauce.
So, ang sage natin, last talaga yan.
Last
siya
talaga
na
yan siya. Okay? Okay,
So I'll open it up, no?
so we'll open this up. I wish you could smell this one.
Hey, as na humuta, Jude, as in.
Grabe, Jude. Super. So while we're gonna wait for that to kind of
Cool down.
cool
a little
down,
bit, no?
so we're gonna slice our baguette. We call this cut it on the bias. On the bias. Culinary terms. So about ½ inch thick. If you want it thicker, you can cut it
Yes,
thicker. Depende na sa inyo. So lay this down. And then we're gonna make the the spread
paste.
for this one. Okay, so we'll pop it in the broiler. If you don't have a broiler, use a oven toaster. Okay, for just 5 minutes.
While we're waiting for our bread, siguro we can plate our pasta na, no?
Sure. So this is done. So this is our penne with ham and mushrooms and creamy Parmesan sauce.
So, we've come to our favorite part, or my favorite part, syempre, ang pagtilaw. Gamira jud ko ang bulat ani.
Sige, ladies first.
Try sa
Ladies
nako
first daw.
ang ham, no?
Actually, gusto na ko midungan.
Sarap!
Na, speechless na si Karin.
Lami, ang ham niya, lami jud na. Wapo jud dahil ka na addition. Tapos ang sauce niya, okay kayo ang iyang pagka-creamy.
Hindi siya bigli.
Dili, oo. Lang. Try to pasta.
Gusto na ko ma-experience sa imong ginastorya.
Lami jud kayo. Sige na nga, magtilaw ko garlic bread.
Ano siya rin, actually?
It's not very garlicky.
Dili siya kanang garlic medyo na taste.
Na-issue ka, yung raw garlic
Oo.
taste.
Oo.
Diba
talaga?
ay?
Lahi ang roasted garlic.
Oo, din siya ang lasa ng caramelized, no? Caramelized garlic.
The pasta's just right, no? To the bite
To the
siya.
bite.
Tapos ang creaminess niya, enough din siya.
So even without garlic and onions,
Yes.
it's still good.
Tama,
Yes,
oo.
still good.
It's still good.
Chef Ate and of course Chef Brian, salamat kaayo para sa tuwag lamig kay na recipe this morning. Ako ang garlic bread na hurot na siya.
Salamat po kayo sa inyo.
Namin yung mga gusto i-imon, invite ato mga taga-viewers sa inyong mga products.
Yes, I would also like to thank you, okay, for today. And then, ito po yung products ko. It's Emerald Durian Palace. It's exclusive durian for pasalubong. We are in SM. So during the weekends, Friday till Sunday, and also we have a branch at Phoenix Acacia, yung dating Metro Shuttle Station.
Okay. Chef Brian.
And of course, till next week, and I hope to see you in my restaurant in Palm Village, Obrero, La Piscine. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mga kapuso, join me again next Sunday for another edition of
Food to go!